Alright guys, hope it's on. It's kind of a reality check, or maybe even a correction of the past videos, although like I couldn't have known better, kind of, or like I could have, but yeah. So what has happened is, as you can maybe see by this bunya pine, I'm in Australia. I'm actually in Wilkesdale. That's the town also where Jesus and Mary live, and I've met them last week for 3 days, and we did 2 days of volunteer work for God's Way, and we were invited for lunch. So yeah, I've got a heads up on where I'm at, and basically to tell, like, before I was quite confused, and I'm still, but I'm a lot less, I guess. I didn't know what to feel, and where I'm at, and like I knew I'm not that far after a while. Like in the beginning I was like, I don't have to feel any anger, I'm somewhere, but like starting in December, but I've come to the point that I realize where I'm not at, but still I didn't really know what to feel. So well, kind of now I know what to do. Basically the feedback I got from Jesus, to cut it straight, is that I don't have to see what I'm afraid about, and I was always felt that I'm afraid, and how can I feel that? And we said, like, just you have to see what you're angry about, because he was telling us a lot about how our generation and the following, like the young generation, has so much demand and entitlement and anger. And so it's really about what I'm angry about, and like that's so obvious now to me. Like that's where everybody is and where everybody starts. But it seems like I had to come all the way to Australia and meet Jesus and Mary and Eloisa and Tristan to get that. And second of all, to be self-responsible, including monetarily. So I realize now that my parents kicking me out is a good thing, which I have to thank them for, because I really need to stand on my own feet, which is going to give me a good feeling. So all those years when I didn't want to do something that's not my passion, it's really excuses that I was angry not to just get everything. So based on that, I'm trying to really be self-responsible for my emotions, but also definitely monetarily, like just Jesus basically said to get any job would be better. And yeah, I may talk another video more about what he said. But basically, yeah. Another thing would be that I rocked up at God's Way, and I basically had the courage to first call Cornelius, whom I met, and then he recommended me to write to AJ and Mary, which I did, and they invited us and me to some voluntary work on the terraces with God's Way, seeding some native species on the terraces. And I thought I have such a great desire for nature, for the environment, for native species, but I kind of lasted 1 day, and on the second day I got so angry and so exhausted with the work that I didn't want to do it anymore. So that was also quite a good realization. Not saying that I don't have a passion. I do have a passion for these guys, especially that one. But yeah, but still, like, how much my anger and things like that do, like, are in the way of me, like, fully loving everything I want to do and everything that I know is right, because or my head says is right. I don't. For a lot of things, I feel like I don't want to do them, but now I started having a desire to really do that, want to do that. And I guess I'm making this video to just, like, for everyone who watched, like, my past videos and where I was at and what I was saying, like, really, this is really a major shifting point, because it's really, like Mary said, like, until you can watch so many things, and like until you get feedback from someone who's in a more loving condition than you are, it's really hard to know where you're at. And so that's, yeah, kind of what I want to tell you. That also to really watch what I said previously, knowing that I'm saying this now. And yeah, so if you guys want, I can extend in another video on what's happened and and what's happening and what my plans are. But just wanted to make this clear. And so I'm starting to be really thankful for Jesus and Mary and Eloise and Tristan for giving me that feedback. And I think that's all about it for now. So basically I'm looking at my anger now, looking at what I don't want, and starting just to be self-responsible and just get some work and get some skills and feel better about myself, about being able to achieve things and do things on my own and make my own money and be responsible for my feelings, I guess.